What's that guy at the beginning? Show us your tits.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what the fuck?
Goddamn.
Imagine that on American Idol.
Just-
right?
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, you got a great voice, but let me see your tits.
Hello and welcome to the CrabTales podcast. I'm joined by today. My name's Bryce, anyways. Today I'm joined by Jayson
Hello.
and Matthew Sceats.
Hey.
We're going to be talking about Black Mirror. It's a Netflix show. It's pretty cool. We're going to be talking about the first season, episode 2, which is called, Matthew Sceats is going to say it now,
15 million merits.
15 million merits.
Bit of a tongue twister here.
Just a bit.
So just a quick recap for anyone who needs to know. Bing, he's a person or an inmate or a slave that lives in a world where you have to ride bikes to generate power to earn merits. And you use these merits to purchase things to make your life more comfortable.
You said generate power.
Yeah.
Are they generating power?
Pretty sure.
I mean, I don't think they cover it, but I don't know.
I think they say it at a point where he's like, you know who powers these lights?
Yeah. They do say the light. I don't know if like there's a whole world out there that they're helping power or it's just their
They're in Rick's battery.
area. I didn't think about that.
Sorry,
yeah.
I guess sorry. I just thought of that.
So that reference is to Rick and Morty. That's a show that's...
Can we do a podcast on that?
I don't know.
Oh, we
Go
must
check
have.
our YouTube and
Yeah.
see if it's there.
Smooth.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? I knew we did one on it as well, but I was just saying that. Sorry, this is Sceats' episode because you really liked it,
mean?
right? Is it you?
Well, this is what I expected Black Mirror to be, if that's the question.
Okay. That makes sense. I mean, it's the tech thing, right?
Yeah. Like,
I mean,
living in the future with fucking, screens you can move your hands to interact with and all this crazy
Pretty much
shit.
the world is a Kinect, an Xbox Kinect.
yeah.
Pretty much.
Graphics
People
were the
love the
best.
Kinect.
Oh man, yeah, the graphics were shit. What was
They-
with
they
those
were.
avatars?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they called them.
Oh,
They called them Doppel. Yeah, a Doppel.
Doppel.
Yeah.
Yeah, which I guess is short for doppelganger.
Yeah. Well done.
What?
A German word.
Oh, a German just came in the room and just said that. Yeah, no, so that was the thing, and it's like the buying clothes for them and stuff as well. Just it was
Yeah.
full fucking Avatar from not Avatar the movie, but Avatar on your Xbox and stuff, because you can buy stuff for that. Like you can use real money for that shit as well.
Not real money, merits.
I mean, this is more. These merits seem a lot more personal. You.
Do they have real money? The only currency
No,
they
well,
have,
that's
right?
their currency.
Yeah.
So, and also, did he say his brother gave him 15 million, right?
Gave him.
His brother
died.
His brother died.
Yeah, well, I
and
mean,
yeah.
he inherited it. Sorry,
Yeah.
He inherited 12 million.
I thought he said 15
Did he say 15?
I forget. It was up there though.
Okay, he inherited
because he
one
was
of those.
only on like 15 million and 86,000 or something. So I'm just suggesting: are we watching this from when he first went in?
No.
He seemed pretty comfortable there.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's been there for a while.
I don't know. The second time watching it was really slow for me. I don't know why. Just the way that, because I kind of knew the outcome. Well, watching the rewatchability is not
Right.
the best because of that, and rewatching it, and I was just thinking of how bored I would be in that world.
Talking about you get to ride a bike.
Apart from the shitty gaming, I'd feel at home there, I guess.
Skates,
Yeah.
riding the bike all the time.
You get paid to just ride a bike. It's great.
And then you get to go buy apples.
Well, you don't have to.
You don't have to. You can
Yeah.
starve and die.
There was trash food in there.
No, there was unhealthy stuff.
Hmm.
They did. They had.
Oh,
They
yeah,
had
there was
a,
an ice cream thing at the
No,
end.
they had a talk about it where something about changing your mood, so you're eating healthy, and there was all this positivity. But then when you're negative, you would eat unhealthy stuff. And then after he spends the 15 million on her ticket, and then she gets taken away to be some sort of whore.
Lady of the night.
He has a thing where he's sitting there eating like chips and
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, man,
unhealthy
that made me
stuff.
hell hungry.
it did.
Yeah.
The apple didn't at all. Also, I only just remembered it. I didn't even write it down. But she does a thing. I don't know. Look, I'm gonna say the apple was turned the right way, but she takes a bite out of it, and then later it shows her with it, and it looks like there's no bite taken out of it. I'm just saying.
She's just turned it perfectly.
Maybe she's turned it perfectly, but I don't know why.
But it's not the way you eat an apple, because you always take the part that you've taken the bite out of and you move that to the top. So it's easier to put your front teeth into.
No, you move it downward.
No, because you don't bite with your bottom teeth. You penetrate
Yeah,
with your top
and then
teeth.
I would take a bite and then grab higher, because then it pulls off easier. And that is how you eat an apple, everyone. So,
Like, imagine. Anyways.
Yeah, it's irrelevant, but yeah.
Answering all the important questions on this podcast.
No. So there's the things of, so there's like 3 classes, right, of people.
Yeah.
There's the high and mighty are the people that are, I don't know, singing, whoring. Apparently, maybe that's high. I don't know.
It pays more.
There's whatever the judges do. I guess it's there something as well. And then there's the worker people that just ride. And then there's the people that are. It seems like they were just all overweight people and unhealthy people.
Yes, yeah.
That just cleaned. I'm assuming they all get food as well. Like they must get paid. Like how does their merits get paid?
Maybe they get paid a little amount.
Yeah, I'm not sure. But just, I mean, there's a reason why they're doing it. Otherwise, they could be like, oh, I want to be the guy on the bike. Like, imagine their goal is to be the guy on the bike. And the guys on the bike's goal is to be higher.
But it's a thing where there was a guy on the bike who was like, oof, me heart hurts. And then, like, the next day or whatever, he's no longer there. And then
he was cleaning up, yeah.
Yeah. And then he also gets transferred onto that Flubberguts show.
Yeah.
Where they force feed fat, larger people.
Was that his choice to go on the show?
I think it
Did
might have
he pay
been.
to go on there like he did, like you did with Hotshot?
I don't think it's like a. Nah, surely not.
I'm assuming there'd be like. I was thinking there was going to be more in-house deals. Like he just gives 15. Well, he doesn't give 15-minute credit, but he donates her the.
He gives her the ticket.
Yeah, so you can do a lot of that. So there's a lot of like. I don't know. Trading of merits for activities that you could do just in the thing. Like, you know, a lot of sex stuff, I guess, and, you know, things like that. I don't know. There's lots of weird things like that they could do. And they didn't do any of that. I don't know. I just thought that. But also, there's one game. So the one game is to shoot the trash, the lower class. Yeah. And you just kill them.
Which is weird because it's like a thing where he's laying on the bed doing it and he's able to turn the whole way. It's like, why don't you stand up in the middle of your room? You've got screens all around you. Just shoot everything.
Yeah,
like,
true.
It's VR pretty much.
Yeah. I just think I'd just get over the game. There's that one guy that's next to him is fucking loving it every time.
Man.
He loves the fucking guys eating. He's shooting like it's the best game ever.
Watching porn in the middle of everyone.
He even loves it when he's just watching himself ride down a fucking pathway.
Yeah, true.
It's like...
He loves that place.
But the idea is like you would only know that world, right? That's the only one you know. So to that, it's like that's it's like yeah, of course that's all you can do. There's only that one game.
Riding down the pathway. How many like choices for shit to watch did they have? Because there was a point where he was like scrolling through things.
It looked like it went off screen. It looked like, but then they only show like 4 things.
But in the end, he chose to pick the fucking shitty riding down the street in 16.
Maybe earn credits quicker. I mean,
merits,
merits.
or whatever the fuck it is. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, you've seen phone games that have better graphics than that.
The ads thing was, so the advert thing was cool with like, it's like forcing you to watch it.
I mean, it's not cool, Jason.
It's interesting. Of like, I have to watch this ad, and he seems to skip it every time. And I would not. I don't know. I'm weird. I'd be weird. Like it's like I'll just fucking look at it. You don't have to pay attention. You can look at something and not pay attention to it.
That is true. But what if it interrupts what you're doing?
I guess if it's interrupting, I mean, I don't know what it interrupts. I mean, he was giving a gift, or she sent him back like a thank you, and he wanted to look at the thank you more, and then he was like, no, I don't want to. I mean, I don't know. There's and all of them were the same ad.
Yeah, which was kind of annoying.
Which was a bit weird, but I don't know if that's because, you know how like you do something, like you watch a YouTube video and it recommends all these things, like because he watched, what's it called, Wraith
Babes.
He watched it once, Because it even has it in the when he's trying to chat up.
Hey, return customer. Abby.
Yeah,
Her name is Abby.
Yeah, and he's trying to chat her up. It's like, yeah, the returning customer thing, and she's just like, yeah, want to bang?
If you've got one porn channel, I'm sure everyone is a returning customer, right?
Oh yeah.
She will be soon.
I mean, are you allowed to sleep with everyone, like anyone you want? Is that a thing? I'm assuming not. It would ruin the Wraith Babe's business.
I don't know
Well,
how
not
it
ruin
works.
it.
It seems like they're locked in their rooms until it's bike time.
I mean, you could
Bake
go to the
time.
toilet and bang, you know?
Oh yeah, true.
They were mixed as well.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just thought that maybe there'd be more
Hmm.
of that, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. What else is there to do? It's
Yeah,
just
it's nothing. I mean,
fuck everyone.
Everyone's fucking.
Maybe not
everyone's
everyone.
coming, come.
Maybe not that ginger kid.
oh jeez.
Sorry, that
feel
was-
bad for that. He's like,
That was
what-
too far.
he puts the afro on his avatar, and he's like, "What do you think?" It's a bit much.
Yeah.
He's like,
Yeah, no.
turns into a sook.
There's
I-
nothing. Sorry, you go.
I thought there was the other girl, the one who seemed to like.
Literally about to say that as
Oh,
well. Yeah.
she seemed to like the guy. Yeah. I thought she was going to come into play at some point. Kept
mean-
getting cut back to, and she was like seeing what the main guy was looking at, and she was getting hell upset. I thought she was, I don't know, gonna.
She was the only sane person there.
What?
She was just doing her thing.
I guess in the
she just
end.
kept doing her own thing, and everyone
Yeah.
else was like, "Oh, let's be different."
And
She's
ginger
just like-
guy, he was alright.
I mean, yeah,
But
but
didn't
like,
do much. But
see, the ginger guy was like, what did he do when he's watching the show?
Oh,
he's
yeah,
like
yeah.
clapping along. He's like, "Yeah,"
he's joining the chants,
and then he
all that.
cries and stuff.
That's true.
But then that other girl that watches the main guy, she just sits there and it's just like,
Yeah.
what's going on?
Mm.
Is there only one song?
No.
Okay. Sorry, I missed the song that the other girl was singing to what song Abby was singing.
So the main one's like something like an angel.
Because they repeated it a few times, that's all.
Yeah.
And then for some reason I blended the two songs together and it's like, they're the same thong.
That
What are you thinking? Yeah, and I don't know, I just... like that when they were watching her sing. They just played the whole thing as well. So
Yeah.
there was no cutting. I was like, oh, they're just going to show a little bit of her singing. Holy shit, she's still going? Right. And
I enjoyed it.
what was in the...
She was good. I was making sure she wasn't lip syncing either. I don't think she was.
You reckon?
I think she
I
was.
think she was singing
I'm
along to
going
it.
to almost
Really?
guarantee she was.
Yeah, because she looks over to the side and then she comes back and she's still got this massive grin on and she's going. Her
Some
lips
people
are barely
sing through
moving.
their teeth, though.
Not the way she was singing.
You're the singing expert
I mean,
on the podcast.
I don't
It's really
need to
handy.
be an expert.
No, it's good to have a singing expert, you know, so we can find out the true things, right, Skates? You know, it's just
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
really
true.
good. Thanks, Bryce. No worries.
That's what I'm here for.
Dickhead. The drink. What the fuck was it? What was in the drink? What do you think was in it?
Something futuristic.
Apparent,
Compliance was the name of the drink.
which means it was something. Is it
Make
like
you
a
comply.
yes man drink? Like it makes you
I guess that's what I thought it was.
because
Like to go along with whatever they say. Or
yeah, because he obviously when he goes there he uses the fact that he had the drink because he kept the fucking container and said I've already had mine
he
earlier.
didn't drink in the end, and
He
he,
didn't
still just agreed to everything they said anyway. He took the offer.
but he
so-
did go. He did do the crazy
yeah,
glass
and that was
jar
the only
thing.
reason.
Yeah, true.
But don't you think that the lady that gives out that drink, don't you think she'd be like, but I'm the only one that has this drink. Why would they give you one back there if you?
She only said, "Oh, that's weird."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, detective. And yeah, they just didn't. Yeah, I don't know. And you could tell, like he would. I don't know. He looked like he had an agenda as well, like just his face. Like I think it was to show us that he wasn't there, going there to do the thing. Like how it showed him practicing dancing, though.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, he's gonna do a bust a move.
And then he did, and he
He
nailed
did.
it.
He busted a move.
And then he got really sweaty. That's the only thing I could focus on in that scene.
I think it was because he was nervous about what he was gonna do. So, also like, he smashed his room. Did he have to pay for any of that? I don't know.
That is also a thing.
I was wondering if they were gonna like show, because like if he has to pay for the room, right? Can he go to negative? What does negative mean? Because you can't like pay for
yeah.
something you don't have, but because he's broken that, because it seemed fixed. So, is there cameras in the room?
It'd have to be because when he closes his eyes, all the screens go red and it does that noise.
Yeah, but is it something not in their in their vision?
What do you mean, like they've got something in their head that tells?
Yeah, because it said something like "view interrupted," as if like it knew,
like an eye tracker on the screen or something.
yeah, or something like that. Yeah, so like
Big Brother's watching.
maybe, and then so it just did the ad thing, like you got to watch this ad.
Yeah.
And it was a chick that I guess it was liked her.
He loved her.
Well, he was checking
Yeah.
her out before the singing thing.
Yeah, true.
So he was, it wasn't like he was just like.
How was he checking her out before the singing?
Because they're in the elevator together. And they got on the bike and he's
just
still
him,
looking
yeah.
across.
Yeah.
And then that girl noticed him looking at her and she was like, "What? But I showed you how to get an apple."
An apple.
So it's like, okay,
Oh,
fair
that's
enough.
another thing. When they pull out the apple from that vending machine, it comes up on screen. It goes, people who like this, and it has the apple, also like this, and it has a banana.
Oh, yeah.
That's like, really?
I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like an energy drink and an apple.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. And then later when he's saving, he uses that tactic to his advantage, the bastard.
Which is also a thing, right? So that thing that gets stamped on his hand,
Yeah.
that lasts for 2 months.
Yeah.
And then so he makes up, like, let's say it's like 4 months that he's doing it for, because they show it wearing off. In 4 months, he made 15 million merits, because that seems pretty quick compared to the guy that's
Remember
next to
he
him
was-
that only has like 2 million or something.
Yeah, but so he was like not skipping any ads, taking very minuscule toothpaste. They even highlighted that, and not even buying food and all this, and then just like saving up like crazy. So
I
like
think she did say like 12 million. She was like, yeah, that's like 6 months saving.
she said 6 months worth
something like that.
of saving.
I guess that was without trying as
Yeah.
brutal as he did.
I mean, the way I looked at that was like, oh, that's just 6 months later. Just because the way she
Yeah.
said that. I don't know. Because they didn't show a time. I mean, it's also, there is no time, right? Like, it's like a casino. There's no lights or sun or anything. For all they know, they could be working from, 12 a.m. to 12 p.m. I don't know. Just weird times.
You mentioned the tattoo that he got, well, the temporary thing. There was a scene where he was like stabbing it and he was doing something to it. What the hell was that about? Do you know?
I think that's just him losing it, maybe.
I thought he was pissed off and he was going to like cut it out or
That's what
get
I
rid of
thought.
it, and then
That's when he has
nothing came of
That's
it.
when he has his epiphany,
Yeah.
and he goes, "Haha! I thought he was going to go in there and stab someone in the throat."
That's what I thought.
I get that thing of like he stabs himself and goes, wait a minute. Like, because it looks like he's going to cut it off because he's so angry, right? And then he goes for that and then thinks, wait a minute, I just fucking pierced my own skin. I could do this and threaten something. Maybe that's where that came from. That's just a guess.
Right.
I got no idea, but
I guess that makes
because they
sense.
don't, because otherwise it doesn't make any sense. When I first seen it, and for the second time, I thought, oh, he's deactivating it. I don't know what he's
Yeah, yeah.
deactivating, but yeah, I don't know. It was a bit weird with that.
Yeah, I spent so much time trying to like figure out how this shit was going to end. Was he going to go and kill the judges, or was he going to kill himself? Try and get the girl back, but in the end, he just gave in and becomes
Sold-
one
yeah.
as well.
He sold out.
Yeah,
I was like, fuck this.
he's become everything that he was arguing for.
Is this what Black Mirror is? Is it like the ending that no one wants? Thing. Do they all end poorly?
Spoilers.
Not
I mean,
necess-
Yeah, don't answer if it's spoilery, but
It's not really, but
There will be some.
don't always look for a happy ending.
Yeah,
I'll tell you that.
there'll be some episodes where you're like, oh, that's
I mean, you've seen these last two episodes, episode 1 and 2, both aren't really happy endings.
no, that's true.
So, I mean, he's just sold out, and he's just got a bigger room than what he had. And is it a real view,
don't
or is
think
it?
so.
I think it's an image, and it's just like
Mm.
he's paid for that or whatever. I don't know how much he gets paid.
Yeah, and he went on this whole rant to the girl about like, I don't want to spend money on shit because it's just stuff. I'd rather gift it to you. And in the end, he just sold out for stuff.
He bought a penguin thing that looked like the thing
He
she
did,
made,
yeah, he did do that.
which is still the same thing. It's not real. Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, he just gave up on her. It's shitty.
I thought he was going to do something like Maybe it would have been cool if he'd made all that money and then gave it to other people or something. Like the lower, the lemons, that's what they were called. The people on the
Lemons.
yellow.
Yeah.
Like he gave it to those people so they could do stuff. Because nothing you can do. Like you can't stop people from giving them money. Alright?
Unless you can't give money. Only
Gifts.
gift things.
Yeah, maybe.
Gift them a year's subscription to Wraith Babes.
Yes.
My man.
That's the way to do it. Also,
Yeah.
the Wraith Babes thing was the sexual thing just him putting his finger in her mouth?
Oh yeah, I had that written down
It
as
looks
well.
hell degrading, eh?
Oh boy.
Is that like
It's
it?
like-
Was that the only thing that you?
No.
that was-
I think
there was sounds of banging after that
Oh, okay.
when
I
he's
just
lying
thought
down.
That was it.
Yeah, I think he's when he's bashing himself against the wall.
Yeah.
They're like the way it cuts is as if she's getting reamed. But
Why did you have to say it like that?
I didn't know what other word to use. I
It
couldn't
was
say
such a visual.
fucked.
Okay,
Having sexual intercourse.
there we go.
That fucking mouth fingering was a little disturbing.
It was weird.
He was hell like moaning while he was doing it. It's like,
Yeah.
open your mouth. Shoving his thumb in there. It was, I don't know.
You were saying before that you think this is like a place that you would like to live. Like you'd be fine with it.
I feel like I would be.
That you're insane.
But-
That is not a place.
Wow, what's wrong with that?
What do you mean?
what
What's
would you hate?
fucking wrong with it? Are you insane?
I mean, yeah, there's no like outside or freedom or anything.
Or anything. You play kill the lemons, watch the lemons eat, jerk off to Wraith Babes, and cycle.
Yeah.
But imagine if that's your job, though.
Yeah.
Imagine if that's your life.
that's
Imagine
right.
if that's your life. But like, imagine there's more to it on the range of things you can buy and things you can do with your merits. But like to live that life, like you go in, you ride a bike, gain merits, watch stuff, and watch ads.
That is life, right?
That is, it's
We
pretty
go
much
to
life.
work, we make money, we go home and we watch stuff and stuff. But there's more to it. Like there's
Yeah.
more things. This is very limited because it's like some people play games, some people watch TV shows like Hot Shot. You know, they watch fucking singing shows, and some people. That was it, right? Oh, they watch like stupid things of people eating stuff. You know, like
Yeah.
that's what people do when they go home. So I guess that's
Same thing.
kind of the same thing, but it's not at all. But
Depends if they have a sports channel. Or if you can watch your footy, you'll be fine, right?
there's no sport.
What are you talking about? That was flubber guts. They were
Sport.
spraying
That
them
is
with
sport.
water.
Yeah, they should. That was something they could have done. Just the video game thing. Just I was like, I'd get bored of that. I don't know. Not even any multiplayer. You're just using AI. It's bullshit.
Yeah, true.
But I mean, the guy next to him was
I'm
a
sure
giant.
there is.
What?
There'd have to be. If they've all got
No.
avatars and shit,
No.
they must have some sort of...
There isn't, because the way they do it, the only thing the avatars look to be useful for is to be in the crowd at the Hot Shot concert.
Yeah, that's true.
'Cause they even use they're like using their facial expressions on the avatar live.
Yeah.
Because the girl is not happy with the other with Abby singing, and she does like a grumpy face, and then they're like, "Oh, you should be in Wraith Babes," you know. Show what's that guy at the beginning? Show us your tits.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what the fuck?
Goddamn.
Imagine that on American Idol.
Just-
right?
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, you got a great voice, but let me see your tits.
Let me
What the
see those
fuck?
melons.
It just doesn't make any sense. I don't know.
One thing that it's like, what is that world? Because she says that she's just turned 21, and like she's in there now, from the age of 21. What are they doing before then?
This is the thing that I guess I wish they kind of expanded on and said, because like if you look at it, I didn't think you see any old people in there either, right?
No, not really.
So maybe it's
Yeah.
like from 21 to 35. You work as this, and this is what you do, and then when you finish with that, that's when you leave. Or maybe the judges, they're a bit older, aren't they?
Oh, they would be, yeah.
But they also might be from the out. You could argue that that's an inside world, and there is an outside world, and they're from the outside, and they go in there to judge that thing because they're running it. I don't know. No one, like, he asked all those questions when he had his thing to his throat, but no one answers them. They're like, "Oh, good rant."
Yeah, that was
What? No, answer the fucking question, dude.
And then there's that was she Scottish or Irish? Scottish, Irish.
Oh, Sceats, mate.
But she was
I
she
can
was in my
sing.
notes.
She had a great accent. I thought her accent was
I
really
can
good.
sing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I
The,
can sing.
Unfortunately, she couldn't sing all that well.
Oh.
I mean, you are the singing expert,
I
as
am-
we know.
Well, no, just going off by what the judge says, and I believe
go on
him
that.
100%. I'm with him on everything he says.
But I mean, I get that whole thing of like, it's because is it making fun of talent shows? I feel like it is a little bit,
Yeah,
but
possibly.
it's like those talent shows. Not that I've watched heaps of them, right? But all these talent shows, they're all like, well, what are you gonna do? And at the beginning, I'm pretty sure a lot of them were like, I'm gonna sing, and they all just sang, and it was like, do something different. That was when he's like, do a dance. It's like, he's a performer. I was like, oh, okay, entertainer. So okay, whatever. That's weird and different. Like now, it's magic tricks, right? People go on these shows to do magic tricks and shit. But before it was singing, and it's like, do something that's completely different. That's so random. I don't know what you would do.
Breathe fire.
Stand-up comedian, do some funny jokes. No, don't do it. It will be horrible.
I got nothing. I had nothing.
Yeah, I know you did. I saved you.
Oh, but with that, what would you call it? You'd call her Scottish? Is she Scottish?
I
Irish?
don't know.
The silver-haired lady.
I'm not good with accents.
She was in there a long time. She was in there for months.
Yeah, but not at a time.
No, but she hadn't been picked for months.
Oh, I guess she was there the second time he went back too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
So like she'd been going there every day, not earning credits.
Yeah. And she said she'd been in there for I don't know how long before that happened. Before he went back
She
in.
said she'd been there all week when the girl got chosen instead.
Yeah, because they went in. They obviously seen the pretty thing, and they were like, "Oh, she's pretty. She could be on something like Wraith Babes." So that because someone's talking to her, and then they bring him out, and then I guess they didn't have enough ethnicity because they even said it's like the guy's like, "What ethnic?" and he's looking around. Yeah, got one.
Oh yeah.
And he grabs that guy. It's like, what's? I don't understand that. Like,
I don't know. Didn't really dive into that all that much.
I've got no idea why they needed someone like that. I understand why they needed the hot chick because you need the hot chick for their Wraith Babe show, but I don't understand his thing.
Yeah.
So I guess it was just a reason for him to get picked to
I
move
would
the
say-
story on.
I would say boost ratings, but that's all people can watch.
Yeah, I know.
Is that
right?
or Flubberguts?
Yeah. I don't
I
know.
know he could have been in there quite a while. Like everyone gets their turn, sort of thing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, do you dislike then? What did you not like about it? Because Sceats just seemed to love it so fucking much. I'm just kidding.
I did like it.
Yeah, but okay, what did you dislike about it?
You might have to come back to me on that one.
Okay.
I didn't really.
Jeez.
Mm.
That good. Fucking hell. All right, Bryce, go dislike.
I disliked the lack of history. Like it's like cool. This is a world, but like just feed us a little bit of information to like we can play on. You're not giving us a whole lot. Not that we need it. Yeah. It's like it stands alone by itself. You can just fill in the blanks. You can try, but you know why are they there? Why are they doing what they're doing?
It's too open. Like it's not. You need to at least kind of hint at something like that. They don't. I don't even know if they hint there being an outside world. So you could argue that this is the world. That's the world that they live in. Or, like, anyone can just say, no, that's just like an inside thing. Like, at least give us a hint of something.
It's Rick and Morty.
No.
That's it.
Give more hints in that. But, I mean, yeah, I think that was one of the things I didn't like is just like, that's it. And I don't think that that's it. But they're making it like an open-ended, like that's it. That's all that there is. But there could not be or there could be. They don't tell you. I don't know. And like the limited amount of shows, I feel like they could have done more with it as well.
Yeah,
they could have added a few shows. They could have done the multiplayer thing. I don't know. They only show the elevator, the food room, the bike room, and their room, and the hot shot
toilet
room.
Yeah. Like
the bathroom.
Yeah. Maybe the budget for it wasn't all that much, so maybe they couldn't go over the top.
Yeah, they could. An off comment could be like, did they mention anything? Because she mentions her mother or something at one stage, singing to
Mother
her.
sang it to her, and her mother's mother sang it to her.
But then how would that happen? There's no families in there. She would argue that there's a family outside. And if no, I mean, no one's having sex in there. How is that even a thing? So there's an outside, but it's just never mentioned. Even just an off comment, like, yeah, my mum's outside, or something like that. It's like, oh, outside, I want to get there one day. Anything like that. It's just like, okay, I got no idea.
Yeah.
It's just too open. You can just guess anything, and I didn't like the shaming of fat people. I didn't give a fuck. I didn't
Yeah,
care.
you didn't care about
No,
that
I
at all.
didn't care. I thought it was fun. That one guy was absolute tool though. It's like, God, I can't wait for this guy to get his fucking.
Yeah.
I can't wait for them to just him do something like he slips and hits his ankle. I just thought for some reason I've seen the episode and I was like, what if he injures himself, hurts his ankle right, and he can't pedal, and then it's like, yeah, man, you're gonna have to go put this yellow suit. It's like, no, fuck off. I'm good. And he tries to get back on, and he just can't do it. And they're like, because there's no like security there, is there? Well, there must be because they grab that guy to take him to put on the yellow suit. But anyway, then it's like he becomes the thing that he was making fun of, sort of thing. I thought that was going to be like the ending of his story because he was such an asshole.
Yeah, that would have been nice if they did something.
It
with
definitely would have been nice if he got gutted.
Jeez.
Anyone got gutted. The judges.
Oh yeah, they were all
what else?
assholes as well. They had that fake face on, just like I don't know.
Yeah.
I was like, I thought the girl was gonna stand up for Abby as well when they're like, show us your tits. She's like, oh, even I would watch that.
Yeah.
Sort of shit. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
What the hell's going on? I don't know.
I guess that's my dislike then, is the way it ended. And the way he just gave up on everything just to live comfortably.
Just like a thing, I was like, you can't win.
They could have killed
Beat the
people. He
system.
could have killed himself. He could have, like, I thought when he made it big, I thought he might have ended up being a porn star as well. And then they were like banging, but, you know, making
hang out
loads
with
of
Abby.
money and whatnot. I don't know. They could have done a lot of things,
I
but
mean, does he even have to leave that room? Is he? Because they
It
said
doesn't look like it, does it?
Probably
two
not.
times. So he does an hour work a week, and and they were saying he got paid way more than what he would cycling or whatever as well.
yeah.
He's getting paid a bunch for an hour's work. What the fuck is he doing with the rest of his day?
Drinking orange juice.
Yeah, does he see other people? Can he walk around and go to the bike room if he wants to, or is he just like in isolation the rest of his life now?
I don't know. I just think that it's just, yeah. I think we're on the same thing of it's just a bit the ending and it's a bit too open. Like you need to. Well, it's not open enough, I guess. It's like this is what I don't know. I didn't like it, but after talking about a negative, I guess it's hard to do your out of 10, unless you have something else, Sceats. Maybe yes.
I was just gonna point out the main dude. Like he's a big name, I guess.
Is he?
The one I know him in, he was from Get Out.
Oh yeah.
And
I haven't seen it.
There was another big one on there. I can't remember what it was, but
That is the Key and Peele dude. Well, one of the dudes from Key and Peele directed it.
oh, did they?
I swear, because they also did Twilight Zone, the new Twilight Zone. Anyway, yeah. I looked at that guy. And I was like, I feel like I've seen him somewhere before. I thought it was Misfits at the beginning, but it's not that guy at all.
Weird that you mentioned that. The main girl she was in an episode of Misfits.
Oh wait, she's the girl that is.
I recognized her.
She's the one where they have to wear headphones because what if she says they do or something? Is that one?
I don't remember what she does exactly. I just remembered her face.
Yeah, she speaks. She'll be like, "You have to do this," and then they all start doing it.
Yeah.
I think it's the season 1 finale.
Mm.
When Nathan falls off the. Anyway,
No, I was ready to call it.
okay. Well, then you have to do your out of 10.
My out of 10, oh man, just like for first time watching, it's fine. Second time watching, not so much. You'd probably give it a 6, 7.
You,
6,
your rating
I mean, it's
is
around
just
like
so all over the place.
67 out of 10.
Well, you're going to go 6.5 because that's in between.
6.5. There we
Okay,
go.
there
Lots
you
of
go.
halves.
Skates, I'm interested in what yours is.
Well, I've got to rate it higher than the original one. I feel
First
like
one. Yeah, which you
because
did.
this is what I signed up for when the show started,
Yeah.
and I enjoyed it a lot. So probably like a 8, I'd say.
An 8.
Yeah. I was enjoying it the whole time, trying to figure out where this shit's gonna go,
Yeah, I
what's
guess.
gonna happen. I was intrigued.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I don't know the way this one worked, but I just wasn't as into it as well. I'll probably do 5.5. Yeah, I don't know. I liked the first one better.
Not much better, apparently.
Not much better. What I did the first one, I can't remember. Probably 6 or 6.5. But this was like a hint of what Black Mirror is going to be, sort of a thing. It's like, okay, I see what they can do here. Let's see what they do for the future, and I think it should excite you for what's coming up,
Yeah.
sort of a thing like that. But other than that, yeah, whatever. It's an episode, and I watched it. That's what the title should be.
It's an episode and I watched it.
Yeah.
And thank you for listening to this episode of the CrabTales podcast. Listen to the next one if it's there. Thank you.
Bye. Have a great day.
Now.